single brain within the country, is at your disposal. You can tap into and make sure say you use those individuals to move to whatever agenda. If you want to reimburse people who help you, say your political party for mobile, yes, to capture political power, you need party as a vehicle, individuals will work. There are several ways you can reimburse or compensate those people, but you cannot sacrifice sensitive state institutions say would satisfy a man for based on politics and so for a can be and so we tape ya babontin police for ya e play out we go rant na wakoti na okasa no tape na send me nyan ka wo kan no nko a e ka be ka COP mensan now they are started the na okoye na they ato me pe no nko submission COP mensa bae wabeka bebre tese otimi say ya waka for dan pare ho de ye jaw ni mienu I am so munu gate na no kra no wachim kon enra so pretending asare so de copy so ba ko kan ya me yam shame was say and somehow we call so meeting ase no doctor obatwetwa bi and bi asisi ani because ba bi kra mpo bugri na buka say se ni omo ka for da pare ho nyina ya no kra de ade no muntu na dronku no yankwa the kind of message for and Debia Ghana da yes sorry and it's quite interesting. You see, when this whole thing started, seriously, I said it's just a charade because Nabi Free said there are other pertinent issues border on Ghanaian lives. I see. I may send a parliament bet me hold the probe into some of those issues. For instance, I man shooting a see so another one your friend say mom was shala be seen the representative or munibi. Nanka, I was hoping that Parliament will use itself as a blocker, be making sure say these two constitutional errors, at least you bet me a home baby because won't mean Kunipam Fahuni, a Brian set up any inquiry questioning who, when indeed we have evidence on tape. Till date, nothing has been done about the situation. The same thing, they sit there without representation, we are cool to go. So when I felt that they are doing this particular thing, I wasn't happy. But once again, I bring a lot of issues to bear. Yeah. But it's nothing more than the dirty politics in our police. Exactly. And that dirty politics in our police over the years, the kind of negative consequences and impact so far as the operations of the police is concerned, and how well or unwell they are serving the general public. And over the years, some of us, whenever we sit here, we talk about some of the measures they take. Now yet me reforming the institution because we have an institution that is operating in the 21st century, but the thinking behind it is 12th century. So there is a huge gap, there is a mismatch because when you have people within the way a man are more thinking because this particular man, your friend say commissioner of police. Who, according to report, is also a lawyer. Yeah. So some of them, some appear free in the room. He's out there sharing his sincere ignorance. Among for so better, he's not better. This is a guy. He's a narcissist with a hero complex. Sankrofon, he feels entitled. And no play out. And I say, angry. He's never angry, but he feels entitled. So everything exactly because he has asserted on numerous occasions that he is part of the tradition. Or no, Najuma na waye and a party number power. So he feels that time has come for him to be compensated with the IGP position. And he's not informing and also making those ideas out of nothing. Because Ofri says sanity and no coming to confirm the many things that you police are some and any individual member trying to criticize it and para. It's not because I may hold anything against him. But and society near my past, you go up and make sure say the police never to be reform because security of Ghana internally rests squarely on the shoulders of the police. And this is one year police in a year at the end of the day and near my back. So this dirty politics here so at the top and when they play out and the welfare of the young guys come about police or munya I didn't see money here or welfare and do one branch our police 1 year not come. Near the 2010 in the 9 so say or the Sika bank na yakokuno that's the crowd in Shebi because those at the top or market committee bomb because of partisan politics or monka because COP who had the post there There is no way on the damn parent as if all can go into a meeting, come into a consensus and anything. No. And the other guy who appeared seemed to be at the loggerheads or damn parent. So these are the key people who take critical and crucial decisions for the police administration, aside the police council, and so forth. They are the core implementers of whatever that decision that is taken at the council. Now, these guys are at loggerheads. No, among ally to partisan lines, and over the years, Ghana is already polarized, and polarizing institution. I don't know the day and I play out to our code a point that the last time I was telling you first recruitment into our police and partisan lines in the core because I was West Wagon. They see honor give you a certain insight. Say we have succeeded in enlisting bandits, societal misfits. Your friends are hooligans are more ties to individuals within party, and they are so more national security in the police attack there, and they need to absorb some. My culture, how dangerous it is to arm a fool with a gun. Near the Nunam Kuma, and so bet your stories, sir. But yes, a police in your Bubia Kuno. No, there is a story. Yes, a police in a car. I will. Your friends are washing bay. Also, Obi washing man, boy in his own washing as a result of a boy in a kuno. A story, a trendy, I think some of the chief are demonstrating. Yet, TV was Sawase, you do be told cells. I don't hear, you see a Buna Kuno. Ah, ma, Sawase boys, Echo attacking police station away. These are stories, are coming out because of the choir efforts for a recruit you among for. There are those who genuinely go and they deserve respect and so forth. But there are many who go there on the party ticket. So in the panel, you are enlisting to go into police because Obina didn't call MC Bina didn't call it. Sadi Pano car. Yes, orientation what they call it different. Or free say they are protected by the power that be. So they go in with a particular mentality. Say you are going there to protect that particular regime because our regime no free swap. And you are say successful. So over COP as some okay, or say Kufo pencil and a promoting, and this pencil I'm promoting that. Embassy send and Kufa to buy and also promoting. So it shows that these people have an idea, say a buy of the day, and they determine your progress. So such a person sitting there will do everything. And I'm not surprised that some of them played a crucial role in what happened at Ayawaso West Wagona. You couldn't nipa in the Briaba photo and so forth because all these people and our castrated are we just to ensure say the government will stay because the government needs there and a more certain lifeline. Over the years, your police institution has been weaponized. An institution that is meant to protect the ordinary Ghanaian and offer us some way, and then I buy a day did Ghana for you. This is my culture say, won't mean fat will be abonting. Now, so what training is 6 months. No, I bet police in another journey. Oh, Makaka, we need to reform. You can't because a man, what is 21 years and we're forming a character. You can't use 6 months to change the person. That is why now we have a lot of armed robbers who come into the police and they are still armed robbers because 6 months is not enough. But yeah, they at least diploma program because now, but the nurse is called for 3 years. Teacher for 3 years, even 2 years for them. It's a long haul, and you will be able to at least reorient and sack the person. Obet me disconnecting him from his criminal past. But today, because of partisan politics, even go through the training. Yeah, the entire show we arm them with guns because we have election in mind. And these people you are weaponizing or more against the public. And in the end, the public know. So Nema from the committee should give us a proper insight. It should not just end there. We need reformation. That is what we are not good at. Because it's now Chroma and I was always we're going to report a honka. You and a president time on the toe. Your friends are that's being he never issued any white paper implementing anything or a bogus manner. This particular thing, I'm expecting say, give us enough insight, confirm the many concerns. I mean, ni captain, the your police has been weaponized, and as a result, a lot of criminals have infiltrated the police in the name of partisan politics, and these people are causing harm. Some are armed robbers. Yantiana damparing crowfoy anapa. Yase bullion van a senior police van and a coso. Yes, so her client first handled that particular issue. I told you, say, it could be that certain people within the police hierarchy are involved in this particular thing.
Yeah.
So in order not to let it come out, they should prove us wrong by providing us the details. That particular issue is there. Yet another person said the police administration, I'm saying that nobody is innocent. Dampari or whoever, they are not innocent. Everybody is guilty in this particular case. Police need to hear Ghana for any Dampare, COP, whoever. We want the police to be better. And the young ones no more life and live better no. Or more certain hope. Now or yeah Juma and your bribe soon in Nibakonamum or by contended with a Juma now or yeah no now service and a certain respect. The same thing applies to the military and so forth. But that is not what you are doing. The only business that is thriving in this country is how we join the politics. And it's a winning answer cry all of a sudden we them and then you become boss. That is why we are suffering.
Ni fire we time naso.
All right. And see, there are some very good policemen. To say King George or your dispatch rider or Cape Coast, very good man. Yeah. Another one, Chief Inspector Peter Amewude on also Cape Coast on them. No, there's some very fantastic policemen who are really doing their work. But you say one bad nut spoils the soup.
Exactly.
And see, my appeal to those in the services, Omo uniforms, they say, Omo very bad nuts. But you guys know who the bad ones are. And see, if anything, you're supposed to help us expose, name, and shame those corrupt police officers, and let's sanitize the security services. But Titi, to the more substantial issues, IGP issue we're in about out. I realized something again about Ghanaians. We don't really pay attention to in Sema and who here say I drink also. And I call you to say a better strategy. Say in SMBC na say ya drink also no. Na be
cross na because say the package na answer akọ dead o.
It's off. And you see say can see the bar no. I said before there's nothing that's going to happen to Sisia Dapa. Because in Sema Ekosono, whatever Sisia Dapa did, she did it as a minister of state.
Yeah.
And to deal with such an issue, the only person who was to me deal with issue, Attorney General, not the OSP. And to any criminal investigation within government, and as a government will interest, it is the Attorney General that has to do that work, and he has to do his work on the directive of the president. And the president never Attorney General can say, investigate this person, do this. Now. Say, Nipa a minister, you don't ask the person to resign and start starting investigations. There be. Nipa no ask to pay aside, but the person is still the minister of state. That is when you can bring criminal charges against the person in the professional capacity. But say Nipa no resigning, as if you are better than a private citizen. To me charging for something she did in a professional capacity as a private citizen. To me yes sir. And see the moment I ever out says I resign. And the president accepted her resignation letter. That's just a case now, a foolish case.
I have foolish case in advance.
Because the law is very clear. I say, be against any minister of state. So you have to bring the petition against the president.
Yeah.
Not presidents. No, Let me just chip in this here. Me say NDC4, especially Mahama, or say if he was corrupt, why hasn't this government been able to bring any charges against him, Mahama? Mahama is a very dishonest man, and Ghanaians should pay attention to this. Sure. The constitution is clear. I say you cannot bring any civil or criminal case against a certain president. And that's the president no free soon for the next 10 years. But 2016 or 2017 to 2020 how many years? Is that 10 years? And see if there are even criminal charges against Mahama, how can we bring him to court? Because the law is very clear.
So we change the constitution. Exactly.
And see, Sisia Dapa, there's nothing going to happen to Sisia Dapa because she has resigned as Minister of State. Now she's a private person. You cannot bring any case against her. She did in her professional capacity as a private citizen, Debbie. And you have to petition the president to start any action. But it's said, you cannot bring any criminal or civil suit against the president whilst he's sitting or 10 years after his time. What's the hypocrisy going on? Exactly. And see, I'm saying, Obiako yene own recordings when in office, right? And then he's leading people on, say, Omuka in Sema, a bank community on. And then he decides to leak the audio into the media space. Titi, so investigation simple. After when you have evidence, which is the recordings, the first place to take it to is to the police. So they can start investigations. And in media space, the moment you bring evidence into the media space before it goes to court and what corrupted evidence, no? And see, if really, like I said, with assuming without admitting, said Dampari is even guilty of all the things they've charged him with, no? Once you've done investigations, when you have recordings of the conversations, no, you don't bring it out into the public space first. Debbie, I say you submit those evidence to the police for investigations. But the moment Yisa documents and NASA recordings, no, into the media space, you've prejudiced the entire investigations. And see, from the beginning, the whole thing has been orchestrated to take Ghanaians' minds away from what the present issues are. And what are the present issues now? Within the sub-region, West Africa in particular, Coup has become the order of the day. Now, I say, Omofa, Bibibe, Katasona, exactly,
updates. Every day, we have more with the Akosua Gabon, Niger, Burkina. There's more updates, Nina. I'll keep it fresh in
because you see, between 1957 and 1966, and 97, Ghana independence, no, it became like a wave as a air spreading. Within 10 years, no, 30 African countries now independence. The same thing is reversing today. When we say coup d'etat, Bakunye Sia. Within 3 years, we've had about 9 coup d'etats. Yes, they can't stop it. You see, it will be in the best interest, sir. They'll start repairing those things. That's the only way you can stop or prevent a coup d'etat from happening. But sir, with some other things, they are making their things worse.
Because Togo.
Cameroon Pobia.
Boom. It's
coming, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Meanwhile, what's the constitution
yes, and they're democratic.
And the most interesting thing is any of these countries are coups no cost and within a certain context it is justified.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because President so for 46 good years I will back vice president. Now them one a good what has American Oba as a vice president and a president over 46 years. I will get Guinea also for Unim Pobia and Timinantio. And he doesn't something. He doesn't stay in Cameroon. He comes during the next election.
He's in Switzerland.
He cannot think. So he's like a robot. And now people are just behind him, they are ruling. Togo, say Yasimwe family, they rule for like forever. Gabon is the same thing. And the Koso, Chada, Nanuku Yesi, ne papa ne Tenaswa, and the Bana Fa, ne papa ne call war from Jacoboni to Kuno, and on one as so. What I say. So it's a crime scene. And you see the most interesting thing as Yakamwasem says, what has happened in Africa now? You see, Omoma transfer for like 40-30 years, most of them came as a result of coup. And they never went away because Chad guy no by Abatanasi Idris and Babatanasi, he is a coup leader. And many of the African leaders from Mobile or Matransbasin are coup leaders. And we really need to be very careful and navigate carefully because Alassane Ouattara one in Semuno and Yaman say Senegal the same thing. And I know Cameroon, this one Cameroon, the Francophone and the Anglophone, there is a war also relative to which language is supreme and who should be allowed. So I think we really need to
take final statement.
Okay.
And yes, sir, we support coup d'etat.
Exactly.
But we support the removal of corrupt governments.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Me da same patcho ma ye twa ye ho ye basisia.
Onia krata impensempensemu. Nyume ko masonya sen. Eye enapa macro. So ye napa. No ye soko. Heaven black insecticide spray and mosquito coil. Heaven dear. Barco pe. Adama West Africa Limited. Dentorial toothpaste.